Hi, readers. Happy Friday. We have made it through another exciting week in second grade. In writing, the last 2 days, we've been talking about introductions or beginnings to your nonfiction book. It's easier to write an introduction after you've actually done some of the hard work of writing your chapters. And a few days ago, I used a comparison when I talked about an introduction and a conclusion being like sandwich bun. All right. The introduction is the beginning. It gets your reader ready to read your nonfiction book. And the conclusion is like the bottom bun. It kind of wraps things up. The cool thing about introductions and conclusions that they have in common is it's an opportunity for you to talk right to your reader. The rest of your information book has been tips and tricks and step-by-steps and how-tos and lots of information that your reader needs to know so they get smarter about your topic. But in the introduction and in the conclusion, you can talk to your reader and maybe give them some advice. So yesterday we read my introduction. Today we're going to read the conclusion. Just like the introduction, the conclusion is actually at the bottom of your page, probably page 20, the very last one. Let me get mine up and let me move myself out of the way. And this is my conclusion. Now, a conclusion obviously is a little different than an introduction because it's your final word. This is your chance to do a couple of things. In a conclusion, you can give your reader the big idea one more time. You can go over the top 3 points that you taught your reader. You can give them some last minute advice. You can congratulate them for reading your information book or send them on their way. You can use a little humor. In a way, boys and girls, you're just kind of sending your readers off and saying goodbye to them because they're going to put down your book and read another one. So it's your chance to say, thanks for reading my book, and I hope it helped you. You don't really want to say those words, but that's the idea of a conclusion. All right. What I did in my conclusion is I tried to use a little humor and I recapped or restated the main points of what I wanted you to learn in my nonfiction book. How did I do that? Very easily. I did that by looking back at my table of contents and I just reused my chapter titles to remind my readers what they had read. Your table of contents with your chapter names can be a great way to recap or remind your readers all the information they just took in. So let's read my conclusion. It says, "Are you ready to clean your house now? After reading this book, you know what cleaning supplies and tools are most helpful. You also know the fastest way to mop, do dishes, and sort laundry. Final tip, invite your brothers and sisters to help. Mom and Dad will be so impressed they might even buy you pizza." That's just a little bit of humor. But you can see in this book right here, what did I do? Well, I named my titles. Cleaning supplies was a title. Cleaning tools was a title of one of my chapters. Doing the dishes was a title of one of my chapters. Doing laundry was a title of one of my chapters. And learning how to mop or mopping was a title of one of my chapters. So I just basically renamed my chapters so I would remind my reader what they had learned. Then over in my diagram box, I decided to use a little humor again to make my readers smile as they were done with my book. It says, top 3 reasons to clean. You will find all those toys and books that have been missing for weeks. You can relax when you're done. And the 3rd reason, you'll be your parents' favorite. So boys and girls, That is what you're going to do for your conclusion. Your teachers do expect you to write an introduction, which I think many of you worked on yesterday, and we do expect you to write a conclusion. Why? Because they hold your information book together. An introduction is a beginning, a conclusion is an end, and all that fabulous information is in between. All right, writers, go work. Work on your introduction, work on a conclusion, or work on finishing a chapter today. I would like to see you write 6 to 8 to 10 sentences in the next 20 minutes. I know you can do it. Go write.